What's up, everybody? Oregon opens its Pac-12 road schedule this Saturday in Boulder against the Colorado Buffaloes. The Buffs come into this game improved over 2012. They've got a 2-1 record, 0-1 in conference after dropping a stinker to Oregon State last week, 44-17. But they've shown signs of life, winning their first two games against Colorado State and Central Arkansas. Quarterback Connor Wood has been very efficient so far this season, completing over 60% of his passes, and he has a bona fide star in Paul Richardson at wide receiver, who might be the best receiver in the Pac-12. I know about Marquise Lee, I know about Brandon Cooks, I know about Josh Huff and Braylon Addison, but Paul Richardson is a monster. He's averaging over 160 yards receiving per game. He's got 5 touchdowns in 3 games so far, and he is going to be a tall order for the Oregon secondary to try and shut down. The Colorado run game has not been very good. Michael Atkins showed some signs of life, broke off a couple of long ones against Oregon State, but he and Tony Jones and Christian Powell have not been very good this year. They're only averaging 3.4 yards per carry on the ground. So I would expect Oregon to let the front four handle the run game, control the line of scrimmage, and let maybe drop an extra guy into coverage to try and double team Paul Richardson and keep Connor Wood from being able to move the ball. On the defensive side of the ball for Colorado, they've been stout against the run so far this year, only allowing 3.1 yards per carry. That being said, they've played 2 terrible teams in Colorado State and Central Arkansas, and one team in Oregon State who has no interest whatsoever in running the ball, and they just threw a lot and threw very, very well last week in blowing out the Buffs. So this is an untested Colorado run defense, and they will be tested against Oregon on Saturday, despite the Ducks most likely not having DeAnthony Thomas for this one. Mamba turned his ankle on the opening kickoff against Cal. He practiced on Tuesday but was not 100%, and I think if he's not 100% on Saturday, he's not going to go. Because Oregon's got options. Byron Marshall ran for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns against Cal. He looked very good at his best game of the year last week. Thomas Tyner is going to get more carries. We saw Josh Huff and Braylon Addison lining up in the backfield at times so far this season. Perhaps they get some carries. We haven't seen Colt Laerla since the Nicholls State game in the backfield, but that's another weapon for Mark Helfrich and Scott Frost and crew to use if they need to in the run game. So I expect Oregon to come out, run a lot of their base stuff, a lot of zone reads, really test this Colorado run defense, and if they need to throw, they're going to be throwing against a secondary that's not very good. They're giving up 300 yards a game through the air. Sean Mannion absolutely picked them apart last week, and I would expect Marcus Mariota has the ability to do a lot of the same if he needs to. That is a first look at Colorado, Oregon. Check back with us on Friday for our keys to the game and any other pertinent information, and I'll give you my game prediction as well. And as always, check addictedtoquack.com every day for the latest news and analysis about your Oregon Ducks. Might I recommend the Taco Tuesdays segment this week? I'm talking about my love for Colorado football. I got a lot of love for Colorado. I want to see them do well. They're one of the new guys in the Pac-12, and I want to see them make an impact and start to really carve out a niche for themselves in this conference, because so far they haven't done that. I like Mike McIntyre as a coach. I think Colorado's going to get better. It's just not going to be this year. For addictedtoquack.com, this is Takimoto. Go Ducks. We'll see you next time.